You're gonna need another sign up there to like balance out your Dr. Pepperness. I wish I would have looked up before we started.
It's a little bit late now, Jamie.
Whoopsie.
I want to keep it Lester-ish.
I know. Sunday is.
No, we really have to decide how we're going to do Sundays because is it fair to always have the lesser stuff in the background? I mean, that's already on Friday. Friday's my wall.
Tuesday's
your wall. So we really have to come maybe.
We need a mutual wall, is what you're saying.
So we do have 4 walls, but these 2 over here are not conducive for any wall decorations because we have a big window there and we have the door that takes half of the one over here.
Well, maybe the weather will be nice enough soon enough so on Sundays we can go outside and do live. Maybe.
Hey folks, Lester and Jamie here, and I don't know why I've read twice and not from the same person that Lester looks like Forrest Gump today. Why does Lester look like Forrest Gump?
Because he wears a red trucker hat like that when he goes running, and he grows a really long beard because he just kept running.
What was he doing?
He was running.
So, you know what? You didn't tell me that before you left the house. Normally, Jamie makes sure that I'm dressed okay, and I told her I want to wear my Cog Hill, my Jason from Cog Hill. This is the iconic T-shirt that Jason from Cog Hill wears. I have to wear an overshirt because my nipples show through otherwise. I don't know why. And then, of course, the red hat is Jason's hat that he sent me. It was new. It was a new hat. And yeah, so I'm representing Cog Hill today for no apparent reason. Just
you just felt it in your soul, and it's
every once in a while, I will see a video or a podcast that Jason is wearing either my hat or something that I sent him, or is Brooke wearing her "I'm a Survivor" sweatshirt, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just show that love right back. However, I've never seen anyone tell Jason he looks like Forrest Gump. So why are they telling me I look like Forrest Gump? So you're saying it's just from here and up?
Yeah, not so much here or here, but right here, right in this vicinity. Here.
Okay. Well, did I already say, hey, folks, Lester and Jamie here? I don't even remember. I don't even know what's going on. That Forrest Gump comment
just threw you right off.
It threw me off so bad, and that's my problem. I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but I do get easily distracted. I'm the kind of guy who can just get. Sometimes I just can lose focus. Look, someone from Holland. Holland. How in the world did anyone from Holland, Jamie? This baffles me.
I never noticed your distractions. Never.
So we do have 2 platforms going. We have our YouTube, I'm a Survivor, here at the bottom, and that's on my laptop. I love the new setup for the laptop. I can see the comments. I can see exactly how we're all lined out there in a nice big. And then, of course, I know that you prefer still using the phone with Facebook, and that's fine. But just so you know, we can't see Facebook comments.
Nope.
So
we will. So I can see like 1 every 50, which is really strange. That Facebook does that to us. But whatever. Maybe they don't want us. I don't know.
I'm glad that now here's so even though we can see comments on YouTube, we can't see any emoji thingamajiggies.
Right.
And we're over here on Facebook, which is on our phone, we see tons of the little emojis, either laughy faces or hearts if we're lucky, an occasional thumbs up, and we can't see any comments.
That's true.
But don't even think you're going to go over there to Facebook and say mean things, because we do not like the mean thing stuff. Jamie's trying to figure out
there was an X that came up, and I was like, oh, okay, so now I can see a little bit more. It's getting better.
Wait, that was the star party. You X'd out of the star party.
No, I just minimized it. Still good.
I don't know what the star party actually is, but whenever you first start, you know that how we figured out that on YouTube, people do those super stickers and super chats or whatever, and that helps. Over here they have a star party. And you have to achieve that star party in a 3 or 4 minute window, or you don't get the star party glitter and all. Did you know that?
I didn't know.
There have been days when I had we've achieved the star party. You can't see that on the other end?
No.
Yeah. So on our end, if we achieve the star party, then it goes all crazy with all these stars flying everywhere. And so, not that I ever.
So let's talk about what we just learned here about Lester. Lester likes stars and glitter and confetti. That's the lesson.
Hold on, I just noticed those things, Jamie. I'm becoming more observant. And I would say, as a guy, you have to be, especially being that tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I hope all of you men are observing this really, really special holiday, and you're taking care of your significant other. Or you ladies too. I guess ladies could do stuff with their men on Valentine's Day. We can't talk about ours a whole lot because we have a video special coming out tomorrow.
As always, we always do something special for Valentine's
Yeah, we
Day.
do. So we're going to run that video special in the morning on YouTube, and it will play at 3 o'clock on Facebook. So we're going to kind of flip-flop things around a little bit. We're going to shuffle it around. But if you miss it tomorrow for either whatever reason, guys, it's never going to go away. You always have the option to go to our main page, I'm a Survivor Sanctuary, and click on videos, and you can scroll down to whatever video you missed ever.
I think you just talked about a little bit of a lesson there. It's a little bit of segue to it where I wanted to talk about something you and I have not even like.
Okay.
So you said it's never going to go away. And what is one thing that I always tell Xander and all of our kids? Everything on the internet is there forever. Whether you delete it or not, if you're willing to send it or to post it, it's there forever, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we talk about something that is in reference to you? And I need you to put on like your partner hat here and like think that way. Not defensive.
Don't get defensive?
Not defensive, Lester.
Well, wait, when you come at me like that and you say, I'm going to tell you something obviously negative,
it's not
but
negative.
Don't be offended by what I'm about to say in front of a whole lot of people. We got about 4,000 people right here, and you want me to just...
It's constructive.
Okay, all I'm saying is we are already competing with the Super Bowl today. This is either going to run people back to those commercials, or maybe they may love hearing you get on the Lester. I'm not real sure. So
we've always
pick your words wisely, Jamie. Just pick your words wisely. Is all I'm saying.
Taken a lot of pride in being true to ourselves.
We do.
Putting out content that we feel appeals to a variety of people. It's generally family friendly. If it's not, it has a little disclaimer like not kid friendly.
We will always say if there's something that is more I don't even want to say adult oriented. I will say sensitive viewer beware.
Yeah.
Because sensitive viewers come in all ages.
Right.
I've learned that. Anyway, we normally, we do. If we feel like it might be kind of iffy, we will usually put a disclaimer, which, hey, voids us of all liability. You want to go have some kind of a weird breakdown moment, that's on you.
Right.
Anyway, what are you getting
just
at?
Hold on here, okay? So then, like, we've been doing this now for about 4 years, right? Making videos, and we sort of know our niche, right? We know where our comfort zone. Sometimes we step out of it, but that's okay. But I know you know me, you know what we expect out of our content, all of those things, right?
Okay.
So can we just, I have to just like spit it out here. This is hard for me. Twerking? Really? You twerked on a video? Like, on the tractor?
So you're referring to my morning YouTube video,
Yes.
My musical. Okay, so first of all, okay, hold on. So you're thinking that by me trying to twerk, that may have offended people?
Well, there's like a sense of dignity and just representation. Like that's your product. That's who we are. That's representing us. It's representing you. It's representing our kids.
Yeah, I never thought about that. In hindsight, I should have thought about that, you and the kids, before I did that. It was comical, and I actually laughed at myself before I did it. And if you even notice in the video before I did it, I took a deep breath and I was asking myself, I had a little inner thoughts. I was actually having the debate, do it or not do it.
So the devil one is what you're saying?
If you call that the devil, then that's on you. I saw nothing offensive about it. It was a little bit, I'm at a loss of words right now, and I don't come to a loss of words very easily.
Listen, I watched it with a loss of words. It was a train wreck moment for me. Sorry, it was. I watched it and I couldn't speak and I couldn't breathe. And then the mail lady saw things, and who knows? Everybody saw things.
All I'm saying is that you can only really honestly gauge a video by those who employ you. Those who employ you. Employ. And in this case, and I've made this on record numerous times, I now work for you. That's YouTube and Facebook. That's who I work for.
So you're saying don't blame you, blame them.
All I'm saying is look at them comments, Jamie. And here's what I've discovered. Two things. I'm seeing two things pop up over and over and over. Number one, I twerk better than Jake. A 50-year-old can twerk better than a 26-year-old.
Can we just not?
No, I'm just saying it's not about me versus Jake, Jamie. That's what my employers are calling out. My employers are telling me, Lester, you twerk on, bro. You twerk like no one's watching. And by the way, you twerk a lot better than Jake. Okay, so thank you for that. Thank you for that. Number two, Jamie, is what I'm reading, is how entertaining that was. And they're saying, Lester, you be you. Lester, you be you. You can read them for yourselves. Anyone that doesn't believe me, what I'm saying, we don't take away the chat. That's always going to be there. And LOL, Lester, your face. Jamie, your face is killing me. The face she's making at me, obviously. And and thank you very much. Lester did put a disclaimer out there. And he even said that this is for entertainment. I'm sorry, he's saying. This is for entertainment purposes only. And I made that joke about views, and someone goes, did you get the views you wanted? And I don't know yet. We will never know. Some people watch YouTube in the morning. Some people catch it in the afternoons. Don't forget, we are blessed to have an overseas crowd. What are you reading?
Somebody just said, maybe the tractor was offended. Did the tractor give consent?
That might be the only, the tractor and the bags of feed might be the only ones that should have had a little bit of a bird's eye view of things they didn't really want to have right there in their face.
Okay, so I'm just giving you a hard time.
Let's get back to Forrest Gump, shall we?
I'm gonna just go back to pre-screening all videos. I think.
You're gonna play Facebook and censor me now?
Yes, I am. It's no wonder we can't get a dang thing approved. Facebook sees you twerking on a tractor, and they're like, "Oh no, ban for life. You're gonna get us kicked out of all social media." And then what? Then what are your bosses are gonna say? They're like, Lester, we can't see anything now because we asked for naughty things.
So I don't think there's any kind of disclosure on what I'm about to talk about, but you know that we have a sit down with Facebook on Wednesday. Yeah, we do. We have a sit down with Facebook on Wednesday, and I'm not going to be available.
Oh no, I get to take all the heat for this one. Man, he was twerking. His singing is not. People are flagging every post that he sings in. He says a lot of "I probably shouldn't say this," and then says it anyway.
So I don't know how that's going to go. And so I told Jamie it might end up being where I can only post on YouTube, and I'm a Survivor will have to be, if they even allow us to stay on. I've always pushed the limits, though. Jamie is my witness for this. I've always enjoyed pushing the limits on everything. And maybe I shouldn't be that way, but I kind of think that a lot of women, especially women, like a man that lives on the edge. I mean, y'all all fell in love with Tom Cruise in Top Gun. Flips his whatever he flew over upside down.
That's not the part that we fell in love with him for.
To the Russians?
No, that is not the part. That is not the love part. That is not no.
No. Don't tell me I don't know my women. I know women. And no matter what you're going to try to say to make it come off more ladylike, I know women like men who live on the edge. The bad boys. Women love the bad boys. Just like men really love them preacher's daughters. Yeah, them preacher's daughters.
I'm not a preacher's daughter. So
I'm not. No, you don't have this. You're not. I don't think you get what I'm saying.
Oh, I get it.
Not literally the preacher's daughter, but the preacher's daughters are always a special type of girl. Anyway.
Wow.
So all I'm saying is that our numbers are not hurting. Jamie, can I just talk about something that I made a video of recently about the month of February?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something to do with the cold temperatures, or the animals are just finally getting in on this whole video thing. But video content is just pouring itself at us.
Yeah.
And during this month of February, I remember I made a video on the 12th, a couple of days ago, yesterday, that had 12 videos along with, I think, snippets from 3 lives that we've done during the month of February. And every single one of them is what a lot of people have just went head over heels crazy for. And like I said, the way we gauge that is by what people say, the comments.
Well, wait, hold on a second. I don't even think that. Like, I think we have had an exceptional February. Like regardless of the videos and who's watched and everything like that. Like, I feel like it has been one heck of a month already. Like, I'm not necessarily comparing it to like last February or January, anything like that. I just feel like February, while it's had its ups and downs, I feel like that we have all found some sort of like synergy connection and have all, like some days you'll have bad days and I'll have a good day, or vice versa. But all of us have sort of been aligned and synced, which has allowed us to embrace all those moments.
Maybe so. I don't know what it is. I do not know what it is, but I just feel like every day is that whatever the video is, it's fulfilling its purpose.
Yeah.
What I see as our purpose, and it's to give you a laugh or give you a smile, add a little drama or suspense to your lives,
make you feel alive,
make you feel alive. And I think that almost every video has captured that essence. And I'm hoping that the trend continues. I just now realize that I wonder if it's because if it's the balance in my head. Maybe I'm doing okay now, and maybe the balance in my head allows me to be creative in who I am and stuff. I don't know. I'm at a good place, and the video content is reflecting that, and the approval rating of the folks who watch is and maybe you know what I was twerking in a video. That's where this all started from. Lester, you caught Lester twerking in a video. Not just twerking, but going vertical with my twerk. I was upside down twerking in a video. And forgive me, Jamie, but I haven't had a time to really look into stuff today as far as numbers and comments and likes and shares and whatnot. But I don't think a lot of people were screaming and hollering and shouting, he needs to find Jesus in any of that. So I think I'm okay.
No, what they wanted you to find was the dang jogger, which you did.
Yeah, so we can't give too much away, because I promise you, if Facebook doesn't tell me no, you will get it in a couple of days. That's the hard part about ever talking about a video when both platforms have not had a chance to see it. And so let's not say any more about it, but I know you're curious about a lot of things that happened in this video, and we will bring you all of that in due time. But remember, it has to kind of be our time. We can't really be pushed to do things. I want to talk about Valentine's Day. Darn it, that's tomorrow.
All right, talk. Every time that you lean in, so our chairs are spinning. Okay.
We have spinning chairs.
So Lester leans in to talk to y'all, and I slide out of the way because his legs come over, and then all of a sudden I'm like this.
Yeah, I need you to stay right there. We can't see the Texas face. Yeah, that's important, Jamie. There. I love you and all, but this is Longhorn Lester here. This is our boy. There. We did a Valentine's Day challenge. We did a Valentine's Day challenge, and we made that video this morning. Jamie challenged me, since this is our 5th Valentine's Day together. That's 5 years, y'all. Can you believe it's been 5 years? We had a Valentine's Day challenge. I had to, number one, I had to.
No, we both did.
No, we both did it
Yeah.
separately. So we went our separate ways to, it's like a scavenger hunt, sort of, but not really. I had to go find something. Can you remember the order?
So find something you enjoy.
Okay, so first of all, I had to go find something that I know Jami enjoys, and she did the same for me. And then I had to go find something that I enjoy, but it might be new to Jami, and vice versa. So the whole time I'm out doing all my running, and I took about 3 hours this morning to go. I've been gone. I've been on the road. Jami went and did her stuff this morning. So it was something that I know you enjoy, something that is new to you, not new to me, that I want you to experience, something that you need. There are things that Jami needs, and
things that Lester needed.
And then there were some things that I needed. I haven't seen hers yet, but she's seen mine. Something that she needed, something that reminds her of us, and something that reminds me of us, like a special something or another. And then last but not least was the easy one. We've taken a lot of videos and a lot of pictures. We had to go find our favorite picture, for each other that we have taken over the course of the 5 years. And so we're going to go home when we leave here, and we're going to create that video, and that will come to you guys tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock on the Facebook, YouTube.
Yep.
YouTube tomorrow at 8, and tomorrow afternoon at 3
Facebook.
o'clock on Facebook.
Yeah.
And that's our Valentine's Day special. Why do I have the jitters?
I don't know.
Why do I have the jitters?
I think you got all nervous because you thought I was really gonna reprimand you or something.
I did. That threw me for a loop.
I'm sorry.
It's all, we always have kind of an agenda of what we're going to talk about. But when one of us go off script, the other one gets real nervous because we don't know where it's going to go. We don't know where it's going to go. Jami, as a matter of fact, on Friday.
Oh, God, that's why you're nervous.
I am. I got in trouble.
No. You're nervous because Dan is here. Daniel Arms is here.
Not.
Yes. He's
if he's here, he's probably jealous. Hey, Dan, where have you ever seen this shirt and this hat?
Well, no, I don't.
Answer me that one, Daniel.
Lester needs a new shirt.
Well, no, I don't need a new shirt. You see, this shirt came like this.
It's pretty fancy.
This shirt came like this, Daniel. And I bet you don't have one. I bet you don't have one. It was actually Daniel who introduced me to Jason.
I know.
And I don't know if they've ever done a collaboration together or not, but I know that they talk a lot. And it was Daniel who introduced me to Jason. I'm still waiting for Daniel to introduce me to Dutch. That bothers me tremendously, that Daniel's friends are not my friends. That bothers me because Daniel's friends should be my friends. Isn't that the way it works? Or is it that three's a crowd kind of a thing with Daniel?
That's not how it works.
Two's company, Lester, three's a crowd.
So, Dan. Oh, is this DJ talking or Daniel? He said, I'm just an old-fashioned matchmaker. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what it is. He doesn't want to share you with anyone else. That's really, the bromance prevails. That's what I'm just going to say.
Right there. I got in trouble on Friday, not from you all. I think that you all were fine. Jami says, though, that I talked too much. And, Fridays I go unscripted. When I'm by myself, I don't have a script. And I had got off on a tangent. Man, I was just going on and on about things that no one cared about. But I told her, I says, if it's on my heart, if it's on my mind, I need the outlet. And so I could do that in the form of a video, or I could do that in the form of a live. But so I guess I should probably apologize because she says the comments were not being mean, but they were kind of saying, move on, Lester, move on, Lester, move on. Not those exact words.
Those were not. No.
No.
So what I said to you was actually I'm facing the other way again. I said,
put your leg right there.
There we go. That's better. Okay.
Now I have her in a leg lock. Y'all can't see this, but I got her in a leg lock.
What I said was sometimes you're when you're making a video for me, you're holding the camera and going like this, like come on, finish it up. I kind of needed to do that for you on Friday a little bit. So I'm sorry that I wasn't here to wave you on, but I was just saying
who is this person who says, Lester, please stop your singing? Guys, once again, if I would have got on to and scolded the beloved Jake, oh, Jake, who can do no wrong, if I was to have scolded Jake or even says, Jake, did you try to do this or do that? Guess what? I would never hear the end of it from you all. But what I've learned is a little secret. See, Lester learns. I pick up and I learn things. If I will sing my displeasure, or if I will sing, just let it sing. If it can flow out of my voice like the angels are opening up, then all of a sudden you become a whole lot more understanding to my plight, which is the whole reason that music was created, Jamie.
Let's talk about your singing, okay?
Oh, no. First, it was my twerking.
No.
Now my singing.
Jake and I are on the same page about this. We had a little moment this morning about this. You want to know why?
Go ahead, Jamie.
So I'm walking out the front door to take trash out, and Jake is coming out of the barn making a video, and we're both singing your song.
Okay, that's funny because guess what? In the very first musical that I made, I read those comments. There was a lot of comments, and guess what? There were 100 or more that said that song is stuck in my head. Your song
Go
is
ahead,
stuck in my
sing
head.
it. Because when I went in to tell him that Jake and I were singing, he's like, "You're not doing it right. This is how it really goes." So
Yeah,
come on.
I was in the tub, and she tried to tell me about this song, and I'm like, Jamie, you're doing it wrong. Are we ready here?
Oh, we're all ready. I'm sure of it. Everyone just can't wait.
I have anxiety, and you're not making it better. That part. That's all she sings.
1,000 times it's come out of my mouth. Why is it so catchy? Why can't I stop singing it? And then why is Jake singing it at the same time?
And why can't I get some kind of a patent or a copyright before Daniel takes my idea?
Daniel said, please no.
Yeah.
Daniel, you're going to be singing it too. I can't help it. It's like, it's here. It's like some sort of like poison thing that's in my brain. It won't go away.
At least when I sing about whatever I do, at least it's with rhythm and melody and tune. Daniel comes over there with, come on, goats.
Listen, everybody says, come on, goats around here.
And now all of a sudden, everyone around here is saying, come on, goats. My dad's over there, come on, goats. Jamie's out there, Jake's out there, come on, goats. And the problem is the goats are coming. The goats are coming. And I'm like, stop. You only come when I say, come on, littles. Then you come, but not when you say, come on, goats. And now they've been retrained my goats to come to Daniel's goat call. And that's not cool. It's not.
Speaking of goats, we walked in today to Jake's little new nugget. Is like, she's so adorable. Her name's Beth or Bethany. And Jake has been like living the dream here.
Guys, and you do know that she's named after one of our favorite characters from Yellowstone. What's Beth's last name? Beth
Dutton.
Dutton from the Duttons. I didn't know she had a different last name, but it's Dutton. Mm-hmm. Beth Dutton.
Yeah.
From Yellowstone. Oh, we love that girl. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, we walk in and I'm like, Jake, how's it going? He's like, great. And her diaper looks like, I don't know, like, you know, when a baby has worn a diaper for so long and it's like got the dangle going on, like it's so full. I'm like, what? That's weird. Well, I go to like check on it, and Jake's got it on really tight, like around her hips, and that's how he's got it put on. It's not that it's like full. It's just that's how he borrowed it.
But the thing is, what's the craziness thing about that is that little goat sleeps with him.
I know.
And what goat can go for more than a few hours without going to the restroom?
This one.
This one can. This one can go the entire night. So she's been a house goat, y'all. She's been born and raised a house goat, which is crazy, but inside an apartment. And so ultimately, you can't do that, y'all. No. You can't, even though sometimes they'll allow you to have a pet. I'm thinking they're along dog, cat, and bird, goldfish, not a goat. No. And so what happened was they had lived in an apartment that allowed pets until they found out that this was the pet. And they only found out because there was a fire and everyone had to come out. And so they ran out with their goat. And all of a sudden it was discovered there's a goat living in an apartment, whatever. And so they were told, get rid of the goat or y'all have to go. And so then we were contacted, and the rest, now Jake has a house trained goat. who wears diapers and sleeps in the bed with him all night. But the problem that Jake is going to have is that Jake is very active. Jake is always on the go, and that goat is used to having 24/7 attention.
And she is following him everywhere. Even when we got started to set up for the live, she would not let him step, even 5 foot to the side. She was
she came in here and jumped across and began to pull all of our things out of the wall, and it was a crazy mess in here. We had wires and tangled up around some goat with a diaper. And I'm surprised we got everything hooked back up and set up in time. But we're good. But Jake has his hands full. I don't know if he knows what, I don't want to say burden, because it's not a burden. Babies are not a burden. Kids are not a burden. But kids do make your life difficult. Kids can complicate.
Just a lot of time. It's a lot of thought and time, and right there. And this one specifically, who doesn't believe that she's a goat.
Yep.
And she's so small that she can climb through all the fences. It's gonna be interesting, because I'm like, why don't you put her in with Elfie for a while and whatever? And he's like, no, that doesn't work out.
I can't wait until Brinley gets her weekend.
Yeah.
And that's Jake's daughter, B Grace, and see the competition for Jake's attention, because Jake's going to have to share his attention. B Grace is going to want goat time, and this is going to be a crazy weekend.
It's going to be interesting for sure.
Yeah. So B Grace comes one day a week, one afternoon a week, and then every other weekend. So they have kind of a court arranged decree. So yeah, whenever Brinley comes and there's a goat, Jake's gonna have a goat and a little girl on his 4-wheeler with him.
Except for Brinley loves baby animals, like she loves to dress them up.
She may want to try to take over.
So I was gonna say, I think she'll want to take over, and then we'll want to like give it rides and all stuff. And I think that's where the goat is gonna struggle on, like, who do I go hang out with? I can't wait. It's great. It's nice to see, that Jake's embracing all of it. I loved the learning moment so far. And Lester and I are like overbearing helicopter parents going, is she okay? Do you need anything? Did she eat? Did she do this? And Jake's like, I got it, guys. I got it. So it's been really neat to watch.
I hope that Daniel knows he's about to go, but I hope that he knows that if I was to ever get any Creek Life merchandise, which is his brand, Creek Life, I would wear it. I would wear it on a live. And I would also wear it when I'm out working, and I would represent Creek Life.
Would you wear it while you're twerking?
I would also wear it while I'm making videos, which could include an occasional twerk.
And that is why Daniel hasn't sent it.
And now, now that I know that people enjoy my twerking as much as my dance moves, guess what? Look out, because here I come. Okay. I'll try to remember that there are some folks.
Lester, filter.
I got you. Creek Life. Lord. Anyway, what else do we got, Jamie? What else is going on?
Man, on our way over here, that really long walk from home to Jake's house, of course, we go by the ostrich pasture, and lo and behold, there are 3 eggs sitting there.
Yeah.
And Debbie is staring at him from about 20 foot away, and Carl, poor Carl is standing on them. Not like his feet are not on them, but he's standing over it. So, and he's spinning around, and he has no idea what he's doing.
So everyone knows that Moo, our beloved Moo, is also referred to as our big galoot of our steers, of cows. And then we also have a goat, Brady, that big white goat, he's our big galoot of our goats. And I'm sorry, it's just so turning out that Carl, with that goofy little face of his, and he's just clueless. He is clueless.
He's in that weird phase that I think men go through. Sorry, babe. Sorry. But like, where they still want to be a kid, but they also want to do grown-up things, but they still want to play, video games and not be responsible for anything. But then they also want to act like they're responsible when it comes to women.
That's Carl. He just doesn't quite get it. So he knows that he has to protect them eggs. So he stands there with his chest sticking out, and he's looking side to side. But then he forgets that there's eggs at his feet. And so all of a sudden, next thing you know, his little talon steps on one, and he jumps back real fast. And poor Debbie, she walks up every 2 days and sits down there and lays another one and walks off. And Carl's so happy, man, that there's more eggs, and he just watches them, and he walks that fence line and he guards them eggs. So he is what every dad should aspire to be,
Yes.
as far as loving that child as much as he possibly can and defending it at all costs. Yet, he's a little bit of the helicopter mom syndrome type thing where he loves it so much he ends up accidentally kind of putting a little bit
Yeah.
too much. But it's cute to watch. And Carl is no fun right now. Carl is no fun for
No.
us. I've never seen Carl so aggressive. Uh, I don't know if Jake videoed it or not, but Jake had to go in there and change the water every week. Every week we change out the bigs and the ostriches water tanks, and they have big water tanks. Big, how many gallons are those things? They're huge,
About 500 gallons.
500-gallon tanks, and so we have to bucket most of that water out and then pour it, then power spray it. And so Jake's never had a problem going in there and doing that until Carl has eggs. And now that there's eggs,
and they're not near where the water trough is.
They're nowhere
on
near.
the other end of the pasture.
But Carl sees anyone near and he just comes running, and he has the devil. He is full of the devil.
Well,
And so a lot of people are asking, what are we going to do with the eggs? And we haven't really mentioned that in any videos. We ate one ourselves.
yeah, we tried.
So we actually had that in the video.
Mhm.
We were curious. We wanted to try an egg. And so we did that. We ate one of the eggs. And then the second one, probably Carl stepped on it and
Yeah.
cracked it. And once it was cracked, then all of a sudden they just decided to go ahead and eat it, not to waste the resource, just eat it all up. And they ate shell and everything.
And a lot of people actually messaged us about that because in your video you talked about like I'm not gonna call a zoo. We'll do our research, whatever.
Some people called the zoo, all right, and
Yeah.
some people sent us forwarded emails from the zoo
Yeah.
and from their ostrich keepers. So thank you for those.
Yeah.
But what we discovered is that even though it is uncommon, if the mother or if that egg ends up being damaged or cracked, or even is it spawned, laid,
It's mostly if it ends up being damaged or if they feel like so. I'm gonna back up just a little bit.
Back it up, Jamie.
Both Carl and Debbie, while they know there's eggs there, neither one of them have the desire to hatch the eggs just yet. It's too soon. The temperature's too cold, but the eggs are still there. In a wild setting, like in Africa or wherever else that they are, they would be moving. They don't truly like develop a place and stay. They're nomadic, so they continue to move. Those eggs would be there, and they wouldn't even think about them until they're ready to be broody and hatch them. They're not doing that, but the eggs are still there, so it's a little bit off, and their hormones are going crazy, and they don't really know what they're supposed to do with it yet, except for protect it. Their instinct is to protect it. So if they do crack one, that releases the scent of the yolk and it can attract predators, so they eat it instead so that it will not continue to attract predators to the rest of the eggs.
Yeah, that's awesome. We have a couple of questions about the egg for those who've not seen it. The shells are not too thin.
No.
The shells
very
are
thin.
not thin at all, and the eggs are not sparkly. Someone's asked if they have speckles. They do not. They
No
are a
speckles.
very uniform color without speckles. When we broke the egg open, the one that we ate, it all looked like a normal egg. Of course, we broke the yolk. It was so hard to get it
The
open.
membrane inside that shell is really, really thick. Like it had the elasticity of like a Ziploc bag. Like it was that thick. I had to like poke my thumb through after the shell was already cracked.
Yeah, and so ultimately, I think that you're right. For all that you're saying, you're actually saying exactly what the zookeepers.
Yeah.
And we got emails from all over the world.
We did.
So I apologize because I will apologize because I said there's no zookeeper going to take time to tell you what's going on with your ostriches. Except they did, and a lot of them did. And so, I mean, we had zookeepers from Australia, from South Africa, from all over
Illinois,
the United States,
from California,
and they all say about the same thing. It's rare.
It is rare,
but it does happen. Especially, don't forget, these animals have instincts that we, as humans, we want to always kind of humanize everything. And that's fine, but in reality, these are animals and they have their own instincts. Like Jamie said, out in the wild, they wouldn't be laying eggs right now. They're nomadic. They would be traveling with the water or with the food or through the climate, and they would know when it's time to settle down, start laying eggs, fertilization, all of that. The males competing for all that they do. But here, where they're kind of contained to a 1 acre pasture, which is plenty. Don't even say that.
They have plenty of space.
They have more than enough space, and they're given plenty of food and plenty of water. They're just going ahead and going about what life is, and let's have a family. Yet it's too cold. It's too cold, and so they seem to know that, but Carl steals like that. So what do we do with the eggs? The question is still there. What do you do with them?
We don't have any intentions of having baby ostriches or anything like that. So for anybody, I see these people are going, wait, you're a sanctuary. Why would you be breeding? We're not. You can't. People said this about ducks and chickens as well, that they've seen a lot of babies lately. Why would you be breeding? I don't know if you know this or not, but you can't fix fowl animal. You can't fix feathered animals. You can't go get a male cut, and you can't perform a hysterectomy or anything else to prevent reproduction in female, feathers as well. So they lay eggs. You do your best to obtain the eggs and, prevent them from doing it. The ostriches are not out there being broody and trying to hatch those eggs. They are just getting familiar with their instincts and that type of thing. If you take them away from the ostriches too soon, they can become even more aggressive and produce more eggs because the ones that they've already put there are disappearing. So you have to be very strategic about how you remove them. We have learned that.
So it's like your chickens. Anyone that has chickens know that sometimes a chicken will lay an egg, but has no intention of lying on it for 21 days to hatch it. No intention whatsoever. Ducks and geese will also lay eggs with no intention of ever lying on it for long enough to hatch it.
I'm going to get a little anatomical here, okay?
Okay.
So every female that doesn't have some impairment during certain stages of their lives lay eggs. Humans as well, okay? Ours don't come out with hard shells and we don't sit on them. We're mammals that grow inside our body. Chickens, ducks, geese, turkeys, all feathered animals lay that egg. Theirs actually just comes out, and instead of remaining in their body or dissolving and that type of thing. So there is no preventing animals from laying eggs. There is a prevention to allow them to hatch them, but sometimes that animal's instincts and hormones take over and you're too late, basically. You're halfway through. You didn't find them for whatever time. And that's what I'm referring to my ducks that, raised eggs. We had one that we thought left, and all of a sudden she walks out with 17
babies. Yeah.
So we do our best at that. And with the ostriches, we don't have intentions of having ostriches like that.
And so then it comes back to, so what are you going to do with them? And that is a good question.
Still a mystery.
So ultimately, we're not going to sell them because we've never got into raising animals to sell them anything like that. If we knew somebody who wanted them, then have them.
Yeah.
I've even offered them to other farm pages and said, if you want to hatch them, I'll be happy to send them to you. You're welcome to hatch them and have your own ostriches if you choose to. But we don't have any intention to have more ostriches. That is not our goal.
No.
We're not going to incubate them. We're not going to hatch them, and we are not going to eat them. We don't really care to eat them. So the question is still there. So what are you going to do with them, Lester? What are you going to do? I don't know.
So here's
but right now I'm letting Carl just hang out with them because Carl's hanging out with them.
So my vision would be to, if we don't find anyone that wants them, which I doubt we would, I can cook them for the pigs. That's an option, and there's other wildlife out there that would certainly eat them. The thing is I would have to cook them because you don't want to put them out there raw as is and have that become a food source for something to where they continue to come closer to the sanctuary to look for it. So
well, that would never happen, and I'll tell you how I know that, because Carl killed I call it a large mouse because I can't imagine that rats live here. I hate rats. I don't like mice, but I can't stand rats. And it was hilarious that Jake was out there and Carl stepped on and smashed a large mouse, or maybe a barn rat, that was smelling around on the
Y'all
eggs.
left that story out.
Yeah, because it terrifies me. It terrifies me. And
I wish I wouldn't have heard it just now.
I told Jake that if we post that video and people see that rat came out of our barn, then they're going to think, what kind of a ragtag operation are you all? Well, I'm sorry. There was a rat in the barn, okay? And Carl killed it. And so I already know that Carl not only keeps a vigilant eye out for us humans and for anything else, but there's nothing getting close to them eggs, not even to take a sniff.
No.
Because Carl came down on it with a precision strike. And that is that you know what a steamroller is? Do you ever see one of those steamrollers? Carl, it looks like Carl had steamrolled over the top of that little rat.
I have goosebumps and like I can't think of. I hope that you know what we're talking about next because I can't think about anything else.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Don't put pressure on me. But no, so obviously we will deal with the egg thing. I don't know how, but I do think it's going to break Carl's heart if we take those eggs away.
So
I
that's
know
the
it can't be that way.
You have to. So like right now there's 3. So we take one away and leave the other 2. They just like chickens.
So the big galoot won't realize anything. Oh,
Ding, ding. Yeah.
Okay. So the big galoot.
The same way that I throw away old clothes of yours that you don't even know are missing. And you just slide in a new stack of underwear and throw the old ones out.
That's what happened to my favorite underwear.
Yeah, they're gone.
Okay. Anyway, that's awesome. Well, we have been on for 45 minutes and our goal is an hour. We do have a couple of gifts. Can we open some gifts and y'all not leave us yet? I know what you're thinking. Super Bowl's coming on. Hurry. You have an hour and a half still. And no one watches the pregame show anyway. Oh, let's take a fun poll. Now, I know that most of you guys are women, but it doesn't matter because even women probably enjoy commercials and Super Bowl and storylines. So could we see a show in the comments of who's going Bengals and who's going Rams?
And who's going commercials.
That's hilarious. So in a one word, Bengals, Rams, commercials. I would love to see what's your thoughts on everything is. Oh boy, here they come. Look at all the Bengals.
Look at all the commercials.
And here's some neithers. I see some neithers. Oh my gosh. So someone said the Patriots, poor Patriots. I know. I would have missed them Patriots too. I also would No, Patriots, and I wouldn't have mind seeing Tom Brady go back with his Buccaneers as well. But I will say for myself, and I don't think anyone really cares. I'm sorry, Bengal fans. This is nothing against the Bengals, but I would go Rams for one reason and one reason only. Matt Stafford. I root for the underdogs, especially if people are telling that person, you're too old. You're too old. You're too old. Jamie, look at me, a 50-year-old man who is making a living making YouTube videos. Do you know what most people look at me, the way they look at me when I tell them, yeah, I stopped teaching. I make YouTube videos now. They look at me like I'm stupid. They do.
Maybe they just think you're Forrest Gump.
Jamie, stop with the Forrest Gump stuff. Stop it. I'm trying to be serious here. Matt Stafford, he played for the Lions forever. And I would love it if he could finally, because he's getting to the years where people are starting to say it. He's too old. Lester, he's too old. Man, he's too old. Players don't last that long. He's too old. And they've come this far. And I would love it if he could just go ahead and get that ring. And then when he decides to finally retire, he will always have that to say, hey, this is the pinnacle of my career. I think that people need to reach pinnacles in things. I really do. And so I'm going for the Rams. Nothing at all against the Bengals. I have nothing against the Bengals whatsoever. But I really am going for the Rams. The only thing that I'm happy with the Bengals for is that they've beaten Kansas City. Nothing against KC, but I did not want to drive LE.
That was my only reason I paid attention to anything in football world, because y'all know that I just whatever. But I didn't want KC to win because I did not want to have to go to to any Super Bowl parade and
Yeah.
parades anymore.
Come on
gosh.
over. We were actually talking about you.
You
Come
are
take.
talking about me?
No, we didn't say a word about you, but we
Oh.
did talk about that sweetie right there. Sit down if you want to. I'll stand
Oh,
there.
Bethany.
Oh, Beth Dutton. No BD.
BD.
It's time for her bottle.
Aww.
Well, feed her. Want me to go make one for you real fast? Sit down. I'll go make you a bottle.
All right then.
Oh, we might have
All
talked
right.
about her snuggling and her diaper hanging.
Oh my god. I have anxiety. Beth, you're getting anxiety.
Yeah,
now.
right? Poor Beth, she's gonna think that's the song of her people.
Yeah.
Because that's what we've all been singing since she got here. It's ridiculous.
That's the only thing she's heard.
Yes, it's true.
What were y'all doing in here?
Oh, you know, hanging out, talking about Lester rambling about football. I have no idea. I didn't listen for the last 4 minutes. I have no clue.
Who are y'all going for in the Super Bowl?
The commercials.
The
I don't care. I don't
commercials.
do football, Jake. It's not my thing. Okay, like what I'm gonna do during the time is catch up on some work so that tomorrow's not so terrible. I'm gonna make some dinner. I have to finish my Valentine's Day thing with Lester because part of our thing involves something I have to finalize, and then yeah, I'm probably gonna catch some commercials. You? Who are you going for?
I am going for the Bengals because Joe Burrow.
I don't even know who that is. That doesn't.
He won the national championship and then walked off the field going like this, give me my ring, give me my ring. He went and sat on the sidelines and lit up a cigar
You're
in the-
speaking a foreign language
in the
to me,
middle of the
Jacob.
football game. Oh my goodness
I
gracious.
can't believe you don't have
I
Beth
know.
Dutton all dressed up.
That's
in-
what I was just thinking. I should have put on her pajamas
Oh my
before I
gosh.
come in here. We have pajama day this morning. I was wearing my Moo onesie and she was wearing some monkey pajamas.
Oh my God! I just remembered the halftime show. I will watch the halftime show because you know who's on the halftime show this year?
Bruno Mars.
Eminem.
No way.
Yes, yes, it is like straight up '90s music in the halftime show.
I hope he sings Stan so I can rap along with him.
Oh God, please record that. That'll be outstanding. Do people outside of the U.S. watch NFL, watch U.S. like football things? Is that a thing?
I have no idea.
Who's gonna get the honors?
Wait, a half bottle?
Yeah, what's that, Lester?
No,
She's a half
way.
size goat.
No,
way.
she drinks full size things,
No,
Lester.
I'm
no,
sorry,
not on
here.
me, not on me, not on me. She's gonna get milk all over me.
Here, I'm doing it wrong. Here, y'all do it. There you go. Make sure it's on video. Go a little bit higher for the. There
I
you
can't.
go.
You're
No,
gonna
it's
have
done.
That's
I'm
good.
gonna
We're
hold
good.
her up in there. So I have a great idea for a video,
Yeah.
and I don't know if I should say it because then I'm gonna be forced to make it, and it's gonna be so hard. So maybe I should say. Okay, so y'all know the opening scene of Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do, we're all gonna sing that, and then like I was watching it, and it has like the gazelle running through the field. So I'm gonna have the horses running. It has the birds flying over, so I'm gonna have Pablo, of course, doing his flying thing.
Yes.
It
Yes.
has those group of flamingos. Those can be the geese.
Okay.
But I'm gonna need y'all's help. So you're gonna be Mufasa.
Okay. Is he the good one or the bad one?
No, that's the good one. I'm
Dang.
gonna be that monkey, that baboon.
Uh huh.
And Jamie, you're
You
gonna
get
have
to hold
be,
up the baby, so that's gonna be.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Oh.
Beth here, and Jamie, you have to be Mufasa's wife. And so
Okay.
we're gonna reenact the whole thing. It's gonna be so hard. The
So
hardest
is
part.
that Simba then? Simba's the name of it, right?
Yeah, this is Simba.
Oh, okay. So here's the thing. Can I be the singer? Because someone has to sing that song.
I think we should do a mashup of all of us singing. Ew. Okay. Well.
Here's a napkin. There you go. All right. That was cute. Y'all see how fast she ate that?
So we're reenacting the Lion King opening scene.
Mhm.
How long are you going to be laying out in the front yard trying to get birds flying and all of that on camera?
Oh, Pablo does things on command.
Whatever.
We already have videos of Pablo. We just put it in slow-mo.
Yeah.
And the geese flying, you know, they only fly like this high off the ground. That's
Yeah,
gonna be a
and
little
their
bit.
flight's
That's
cool.
gonna be a little bit tough to get them.
That's why I said Jake's going to be laying out in the front pasture or the front yard trying to get flight.
Well,
Record
whatever
it.
I gotta do, I'll do it.
We'll do it.
And
The
Jake's
The
going to
problem
be
is it's only 4 minutes and 17 seconds, so we gotta somehow add on another 4 minutes.
Just take all the outtakes
No.
of all the disasters that happen because that
No,
will
the
fill
problem is if you're worried about making it long enough for money, it ain't gonna happen because we're gonna sound so good when we sing that they're gonna copyright it because we sound too much like the actual group that.
Listen, as long as you don't break out the intro to the Titanic, I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and tell everybody about your live when I sang Titanic and what happened to your live video?
It got a copyright flag from Lester singing.
No way.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to make sure y'all heard that correctly. We were having, sorry, Jake, because I know you're uncomfortable.
No, you can get in here.
We were having ourselves a we were having a karaoke night on Jamie's Live.
Mm-hmm.
And so we go to the internet to find karaoke music, but not the sounds. And so we all did a song impression, a few, 2 or 3 here and there. And all of a sudden we get home and Jamie got an email from YouTube and that her page had received its very first copyright strike.
Oh.
And it shows on YouTube, it shows the time. So it says from like 13:14 to 14:21. I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah. So she went there to look, and lo and behold, the music comes on. And as soon as I start singing,
stupid Titanic song.
Don't make me laugh. I'm gonna do it again because I sound just
You're
like
gonna
her.
get it happen again.
No.
I will change this pitch a little bit to make sure we don't get this demonetized.
Oh my God.
Every time in my dream,
I have anxiety.
you,
and you're not making it better.
Go on.
Beth, get out of here. You don't need to hear this.
Poor Beth, she's like, I'm done here.
Gone.
Wherever you are.
Anyway,
I sang that on Jamie's Live
Out.
karaoke edition, and lo and behold, if it did not mute the entire section of me singing, and I think, Jamie, it's because I sounded so much like the original. That has to be what it is. What else could it have been? It didn't mute Jake. It didn't mute Jamie. It didn't mute me on the other song.
They just said it was copyright so they could mute it. It probably sounded so bad.
Yes.
This could not be on
I was
anymore.
breaking the internet. I was literally breaking the internet. Yeah, that can happen, I guess. So yeah, Lester was the guy that shut the internet down that night with my rendition of.
Y'all been asking for another karaoke night. We haven't mastered it yet, but we're really
no. We got something in the mail for Tuesday. Tell them.
Yes.
Somebody sent us a card game, and it's nasty.
Cards Against Humanity?
You know about this?
Yeah.
You know about this.
I played it with Courtney and Ashley while y'all were at home.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I really did.
Yeah.
What version did y'all play? Because
they had some bad cards in there.
Yeah, so it's like I'm sitting here like filtering out things that are not applicable, not allowed to be played on a live.
They even had some blank cards they made themselves, and those were way worse than the games.
Oh my God.
Of course, Courtney and Ashley would do that. No, we opened the game up and we was reading the instructions, and we tried to play a little bit, and it required more than just 2 people, obviously. But and I says, Jamie, that's for another live. But the thing is, who all do we get? If we need 5 people, we'll have to go get at least Bree. I don't think Ellie will play.
Nah.
Kim might. That will give us the 5.
Kim would be hilarious to play that game.
Yeah, so we would have to get 5 people somehow in your house, Jake, and we have to get to the living room and make it like a little spot on the table and set it all up. And so that's what I think we should do on the next live that I'm invited to. I'm not going to invite myself because I know how people get all crazy about that. But if I'm ever invited to a live, I am bringing cards from humanity or whatever it's called.
Against humanity.
Huh?
Against humanity.
Cards Against Humanity.
Yes.
And it's going to be fun.
Yeah. So that's coming up. I think I'm working on another karaoke, maybe masked singer type of game.
Masked Singer.
The Masked Singer.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I got a lot of things in the works of what our Timeout Tuesdays are going to hold. They're going to continue to live up to the shit show that we are.
We're in a really special month, and we're going to keep the fire going, y'all. We're going to keep the fire going.
What is happening? Something cool happened today too for tomorrow's video. Like there's all kind of stuff happening.
So you had something big happen for your tomorrow's video.
Yes.
Yeah, so me and
I don't
Jamie
know how good it'll be edited because I'm about to go watch the Super Bowl, and after that, my editing skills might go down.
Don't get lazy, Jake. We don't like raw and edited. We like it to be put together.
You gotta uphold your product. We just had this whole discussion about Lester's display of twerking.
Yeah, Jamie was upset about that.
Oh my gosh, somebody stole my debit card, so it wouldn't let me leave a super chat. I had to get a new one, but I tried to give you $10 just to stop twerking. So what I had to do is I ran to the bank and I got out $10 just to
Oh my
stop.
God.
Here you go.
$10 to stop twerking.
Just to stop twerking.
That's good. Thanks.
I'll
for that,
take
Jake.
it. I
Thank
will
you.
take it. I'll take it, Jake. Thank you. All
Yeah.
right, shut it down, Jamie. We've been there an hour. We've been going an
Now
hour.
I'll do this one.
All right, y'all.
Jay,
Thanks.
we gotta say bye first.
Yeah, Jake.
No, I don't
Don't
even
be.
know where the mouse is.
It's right. It's
I don't even know
over
where the
there. It's
X-
Don't
swimming
be
up
putting it in
there.
my nose. Don't be doing the mouth like that. That's not cool, Jake.
All right, y'all. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday Sanctuary Sunday, for allowing us in your homes and phones, and for loving these animals the same way that we do. Please be safe tonight and be kind to others. If your person fast forwards to the commercials or for whatever reason, just remember you can probably watch them all later on YouTube.
And if they're not Bengals fans, kick them out of your house.
And
Bye,
if you don't
guys.
do the
Have a
Super
great day.
Bowl at all, you can just go watch some Sanctuary videos.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, a lot
Totally
of good videos.
fine.
Lots of good videos this month. Y'all watch them all. 2 times. Watch them 2 or 3 times. To the entirety. Skip past the Maz, but keep on watching.
Skip past the twerking. How about that?
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jake, you're not fast enough.